Hi there, my name is Marcus Lambert. I'm here making my first tutorial video in C# programming, and what I'm going to actually show you today is the dreaded Hello World program. A lot of people actually see this program. It's an easy program to start off with, very simple to just show, beginner stuff. So what we're going to do is I'm actually using Microsoft Visual Studios. As you see, it's the 2013 Ultimate Edition. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go to New Project, and for right now we're just going to go with Console Application, and we want to rename it. Let's just go Hello World. Okay, then hit OK, and this will bring up our program. Now this has a lot of stuff that pops up in the beginning with all the files that we're using. So using system, system.txt, different stuff like that. I'll get into that a little bit later. As of right now, what we mainly want to worry about is this part right here, the static void main. This is where you actually put all your code that's going to basically be read. This is the only part that we're basically worrying about right now. So what I'm going to actually show you is just two simple output statements. That way it actually, whenever you run your program, it'll actually show the output in the actual console app. So what we want to actually do is the first one that I'm going to show you is the .write. So what we want to do is we want to go console .out .write. Put it in parentheses and the actual semicolon. So now we want to put quotes in here, and we want to say Hello World. Oops. Now whenever we actually run this, it's going to run, it's going to pop up and then do nothing. It's going to escape out of it. So what we actually need to do is we need to put a console dot read line right here. So this will actually stop the program after it does something, waiting for an input before it can go anywhere else. So if we actually start the program, as you can see, it comes up with Hello World. Okay, now let's go ahead and exit out of this one. We go back over here. Now this is console.out.write. Now what this does is it'll output this text, but it puts the cursor at the end where this is actually outputted. So if we take this and we put it again down here and we run it, we see that Hello World, Hello World. Now if we do console.out.write line, and we do the same for this one, and we run it, they're on two separate lines. So what the write line does is whenever it outputs this, it automatically goes to a new line for whatever's going to be the output statement next time. So once this is written, it starts down here, and says, okay, well, we're going to put hello world on this new line. So now that we've got the right line, we're going to actually have an input, and we're going to say, let's do console.out.writeLine. We're going to say, how are you today? Now in this one, what we're actually going to do is we're going to do console.readLine, just like we did down here. But here is what we actually need to change. So right here we want to put in what's known as a variable, and it's basically a memory space that is going to hold your text or any type of value that you basically want to give it, depending on the value type it is. So what we're wanting to do is make a string variable, and a string is basically a sentence that you want to add. So we'll just type in string, and we'll just call it X for right now. And most of the time you want to actually set your string to something. So what we're going to do is we're just going to set it to null for right now. So it basically has nothing in it. So now with this console.readLine, what we're going to do is we're going to say X equals whatever we input right here. So whenever this shows up, it's going to ask, how are you today? We're going to put in our answer, and then right here we can actually do the console dot out dot write line, just like we did for up there, but all we're going to do is we're going to put in X, because right here what it's going to do is it's going to read this variable and it's going to put it in here, and we're going to be able to actually output it and read it. So if we actually run this, okay, we've got how are you today, fine, thanks, and we hit enter, it's going to output fine, thanks. So let's review what we went over today. We went over the console.out.write line. We went over the console.out.write, the console.read line. Now I know you noticed that there was a console.read, which what that does is it only reads the one character that is in the actual variable, and that is basically set up as an ASCII character. So what it does is it actually outputs a number instead of the actual string that we're trying to actually output. So that is basically it for today. I'll try to actually have the next tutorial up here shortly. So just like my video, subscribe if you can. Trying to help me get out there so I can help more people. So thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Bye.